Hi, welcome to Once Upon a Stitch Nook and my desk where the creativity is happening. I'm going to be doing a tutorial for how to do crochet oak leaves. And so I'm using a 3-weight, or you can use a 4-weight yarn. This is Yarn Bee Bambootiful in the color Cognac. And I'm using a 4mm hook. And you can size up or down according to what you'd like, maybe going off of the recommended hook size per your skein of yarn. But this is a nice middle of the road way to go. So let's get into it. Alright, you'll want to take your yarn and you're going to chain 6. I'm sorry, you're going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So once you have your chain of 12, you don't want it too loose or too tight. Starting after the second chain, you're going to want to work. I like to start my work in the back loops, but you can do either or. You can start here or here. We're going to have to end up doing both anyway. So I'm going to single crochet 4, as in 1 single crochet per chain. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 single crochet. And then over the course of the next 4 chains, we're going to do half double crochets in each. So 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, 3 half double crochet, and 4. There you go. And now 2 double crochets over the next 2 chains. So 1 and 2. Now we have 1 chain left, and this is one we're going to use to pivot around the top of the leaf. So you're going to double crochet 6 times into this one. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so you should see how naturally it just brings you around so you're facing down the other side of the leaf. And now, since I worked in my back loops first, the stitches are nice and clear to see. But if you worked into the chain regularly, you can now start working in your back loops. So now double crochet over the next 2, and you can take this opportunity to work over your tail from your chain. And we're just reversing the order. Then we'll do 4 half double crochet, and now the last 4 will be single crochets. Okay, and then when you reach the end, you just want to slip stitch into your first stitch of this round, and so you see how that looks. Now we need our stem, which will be roughly 6 chains. You can lengthen or shorten that as you like, and starting from the second from your hook, we're going to work specifically in the back loops of the chain. And so you should slip stitch down from the second from the hook, slip stitch down your chain in the back loops so that you end up with 5 slip stitches, or according to however many you chained up, you should have 1 less than your chain. So there's our stem, and we're immediately going to start working into the body. So you're going to want to single crochet into the first stitch, then double crochet twice in the second stitch. Now you're going to chain 2, and then slip stitch back into that same spot. So this is creating that little bump. Now you're going to want to slip stitch into the next stitch, so we're kind of building some distance. And now in the next stitch, single crochet. Then you're going to want to half double crochet in the next one, and then double crochet 3 times in the next one. So 1, 2, 3, all in the same stitch. You're going to chain 2 or 3, depending on what you like, and slip stitch back into that same spot. So it should look like that. And then after you've slip stitched into the same stitch, you'll slip stitch into the next stitch again. And here we're going to single crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, and double crochet twice in the next stitch. Then same thing, we're going to chain 2, slip stitch back into the stitch we just worked the 2 double crochets into. Okay, we slip stitched into where we just placed our 2 double crochets. We're going to want to slip stitch into the next one, and then in the next one it's going to be a little different. We're going to single crochet, half double crochet, and then double crochet all in the same stitch. So you see how that looks? And then reverse that in the next one. We're going to double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet in that one, and then slip stitch into the same stitch. So you see how we're creating this bump at the top. So we've done our bump here, and we're going to want to work down the other side, and we're basically trying to reverse what we did here. So keeping, oh, I went ahead too far. So after you slip stitched into the same stitch, you'll slip stitch into the next stitch, and then we're kind of going to be building up from the top, building upward and then going down again. So here you're going to want to chain 2, double crochet twice in that same stitch, then you're going to double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and then slip stitch into the next stitch. And so that's roughly mirroring it over there. You'll slip stitch into the next stitch, then you're going to want to chain 2 and double crochet 3 into that same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Half double crochet into your next stitch, and then single crochet into the next stitch, and then slip stitch into your next stitch. Now we'll slip stitch again, chain 2, double crochet twice in the same stitch, and then single crochet into the next stitch, and then you'll want to just slip stitch it together, and so it should have a little natural curvature to it. And if you're going to sew it onto something, you can cut and leave enough of a tail to use for sewing, or just cut your tail and weave in your end as is. So I'm just going to pull this back to give you the visual of it like that. But that is essentially how you will do your oak leaf, and you can vary the size with different yarns. You can do different color yarns to make it very fall and autumnal. But I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And these are going to be in the Cottage Acorn Collection patterns. So if you're interested in any of those looks, you're welcome to check that out.